Hello. So today I want to tell you about a game that I just adore. It is so beautiful, so thematic, has so many cool mechanisms in it, and that is Rococo Deluxe. Now, this looks like it could be a Lacerda game. It is not. However, it is artwork by Ian O'Toole, who does the artwork for Lacerda Games, and it is in about the same size box. It is also from Eagle-Gryphon, who does all of the Lacerda games. So this game is so fun. You are deck building. You are doing recipe fulfillment. You are even doing some area majority and things like that. So this game, you essentially are running like a couture house in Rococo, England. And so you have your player board and you will start out with 5 workers, and they, as you see, have different colors on them because the more skilled and trained your worker is, the more jobs that they can do. There's also, because there's worker placement in this game, so you can send your gold level or your master level workers out to certain places versus like an apprentice or a journeyman. There are fewer things that they can do. So each round you're going to pick 3 of the workers from your hand, and you get to see your whole hand. So it's not like in deck building where it's just the top 3. You'll pick 3 of your workers, and then you'll set your other ones down. And then once you play those 3 workers at the end of the round, they then are over here. And until your deck does completely run out, you won't get those workers back. And this board tells you all of the things that you have available to do on your turn. So that is really helpful because there's a lot going on. Look at these components. There is thread and lace that will be required for a lot of the dresses, and the thread and lace are harder to come by. There is a lovely first player marker, and you can go to a spot on the board to get this. And then there are all of these other workers that essentially serve as the timer for the game. The game's played over 7 rounds. So these workers, they're labeled 1 through 6 because there's different amounts of them, and they're going to be shuffled by their round level, and they're going to come out in different, permutations based on the game you're playing. And you can then hire these workers into your dress house, and they can help you on future turns. And when you hire them, they come immediately into your hand for use, which is great. Some of them will give you benefits of things you can do in the game. Some of them, when they have a blue background, they're going to give you some end game benefits. And obviously, because this is worker placement, people who get there earlier get their first pick of who they want to hire. If you get there later in the round, then there may not be the worker that you were hoping to get. The board is huge. This game takes up a lot of table, but that's okay. So there is one side of the board. If you are playing with 1 to 3 players, it does have a great solo mode. And then if you are playing with 4 or 5, you use the other side of the board. So this board, like I said, is huge. And so there's a lot going on this board. Down here is where you can hire your workers. And also based on how many workers are still available, it's going to cost more money to hire certain workers. There are statues and monuments that are going to give you some benefits and some end game scoring. And then over down here on the bottom is where you are going to be able to buy your dress patterns and your goods. So let me set this aside so I can show you some of that. So in one bag, there will be all of the different dress patterns that are going to be available during that round, and they'll be on this side. And they'll cycle through. Any empty spots will refill at the end of the round, and the cheapest 2 will also go away. When you buy these, you then can make them. And so this would take a blue and a green cloth and then a thread. And if you rent it out or send it to the grand hall so that people see your designs, you will not collect the income that's on here, but you'll get the benefits of the space and the benefits of being seen. If you're a little bit low on cash, you can simply sell the dress for $10. And so or different amounts. Harder dresses that are more complicated can sell for a lot more money. But the more of your dresses that you can send to the gala and people can be seen, I think of it like a red carpet event, that's going to benefit you at the end game, because then you want to send your dresses to the fireworks show and get the really big benefits. So those are the dresses. And then there is also all of the goods that you can buy on your turn. So there's like this one has 2 pinks, or you can trade it in for a lace. Some will only have 1 item on them. And so you have to decide, are you going to take it for the fabric choice, or are you going to trade it in for the other option? There's then even an expansion that brings in jewelry and new ways to hire and train workers, which is really cool if you feel like you need more variety to this game. So I absolutely love it. There's just so much going on. I do feel like it's so thematic. It's like, oh, I really want to get this dress seen so that I can, increase my reputation and my prestige, and I can get the most points. It is fantastic. Cannot recommend it enough. Would love to know, have you played this? What do you think of it? Give me a like and a follow, and I'll keep bringing you more board game content. Thanks. Bye.